Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of July 26, 2026. It is a general collective reading, so as messages come through today, please take what fits and leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, Sag, I just released the full moon and Aquarius readings for all 12 zodiac signs. So if you didn't check yours out, please be sure to do that at the end of this video. And I did do a bonus reading for everyone over on Patreon. So if you'd like to join us over there, information on that will be in the pinned comment below. With all of that said, now let's begin. Tapping into the Sagittarius collective, the numbers 78 or 57 might be relevant to someone watching. 78 or 57, okay. For Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Sagittarius not see coming for the week of July 26th? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming? Cyberbully. And at the bottom of the deck, we have jackpot. Okay. Tell me why cyberbully is here for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. The card says you're being bullied online, or you have recently suffered from it. Okay, tell me more about this here for Sagittarius. One more shuffle here. Thank you. In your energy for the week ahead, we have the Five of Wands, we have the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Swords, and we have the Six of Pentacles. The situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with, Queen of Wands, Strength, and Page of Cups. Bottom of that, Queen of Swords, Seven of Swords, Ace of Swords. Okay. Five of Wands. Why is the Five of Wands here for Sag this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Five of Wands is clarified by the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Three of Pentacles. And the Seven of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. It's like you're having a disagreement here with someone that you're working with. They could be a water sign. They don't have to be. There's some confusion. The feeling here is like, we were supposed to do this, or we were supposed to work on this, or we were supposed to get this done this week. And I feel like you're pushing back on this person. Like, why isn't this done yet? Or why isn't this done on time? Or you said you were going to be here to help me, or we were going to do this together. I almost feel like that cyberbully card, it's coming out in your energy. I don't think that you're bullying someone here. You seem to be calling someone out because they were supposed to show up to work with you on something or to do something for you. Now look, this could be anything. Maybe you hired a painter and they're a no-show, or they showed up late. You know, it certainly could be maybe you're waiting for something at work, someone to do something in one department so it can come to you and then you can do your part. You just seem to be questioning someone's involvement here, or I should say lack of involvement. Nine of Pentacles. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Nine of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Four of Cups. The feeling here is like, if I knew you weren't going to do this, or you weren't going to do it right, or you were going to be a no-show, or you were going to be late, then you should have just told me and I would have did it myself. So the feeling here is like, I'm more than capable of doing this on my own. It's just you're telling this person, you should have told me that you were running late, or you weren't going to do it, or you couldn't do it, something like that. Nine of Swords. Why is the Nine of Swords here? One more shuffle. Thank you. And the Nine of Swords is clarified by Judgment, the Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. I mean, this is looking really good for your energy because you're very much in your power. You know your abilities and your capabilities. There's a second here where you're like, should I say something to this person? And then you're like, I'm going to say it. So it's like you hold yourself back at first, and then you're like, you know what? I have to say something. You said you were going to do this or be here at this time, and you weren't. You either were late or you were a no-show, or now that you're here, you're not putting in the effort that I, assumed that you would be putting in, or that you agreed you would be putting in. There seems to be a feeling here of like, I need to make this right. Because again, you're calling someone out here on their inability to to do something that they said that they were going to do. And it looks like in turn, this person is then apologizing to you. Queen of Wands, Strength card, and the Page of Cups. Tell me more about the apology. One more shuffle. Thank you. The apology. We have the Empress. We have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Eight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Ten of Cups. So you're immediately faced then with an apology, like, I'm sorry. This could be like, I lost track of time. With that Knight of Swords, like I was running around, I was doing things, I lost track of time. Or I have other things going on. I'm sorry, I'm here now, but I'm so scattered brain. There is an excuse that this person is giving you. It seems to be legitimate. I mean, the Knight of Swords is the only knight in tarot who holds the Ace of Swords. So it seems to be a truthful or honest reason, at least from this person's perspective, about why they either were late or they were a no-show or they didn't get this done. Or again, if they do show up and they're a little Seven of Cups or like a little scatterbrained here, they seem to have a legitimate reason about why. And they are apologizing to you for disappointing you. Anything else you need to know about this situation this week? Anything else Sagittarius needs to know? One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Phoenix, we have the Magician, and we have the Six of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. So I feel like after this, it's a little bit of a squabble here, okay? I don't see this as like big cutting words. I don't think your mother effing the person. I just feel like you're calling someone out, and they're reciprocating with an apology, and then it looks like you're just like, all right, that's done. It's out of the way. Let's just get this done, or let's get back to working on this. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. 3 cards of advice here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice for this week: Nine of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the King of Cups. And that was that person that you've had this issue with, the same person who's providing you with that apology, Page of Cups. So your advice here this week is that if it's bothering you that this person, again, they're late or they're a no-show or they show up but they're not putting in their effort, if that is troubling you that much in that Nine of Swords, because we had that in your energy here as well, then yes, you should say something about it. This person needs to know what they're doing incorrect or what is upsetting you. And it does look like that's a way for you to sort of balance out this situation with this person. You kindly call them on what they're doing, they acknowledge it, and then they provide you with an apology. So what seems to be happening here energetically is like right on par with what your advice here is for this week. Yes, you should say something, and then yes, you should expect an apology back from this person. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.